वेलकम टू एडिटर टॉक्स। एडिटर टॉक्स एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ पे हम इमिनेंट पर्सनालिटीज़ को लेके आते हैं और उनकी लाइफ की सक्सेस स्टोरीज सुनते हैं। तो आज हमारे पास जो है एक बहुत ही प्रोमिनेंट पर्सनालिटी आई हुई है जो कि है प्रोफेसर, मॉडल, स्पीकर एंड ऑथर। वेलकम हेमा नमशिवाय।
Thank you so much.
वेलकम हेमा। सो कैन यू टेल अस अबाउट योरसेल्फ?
You have already given a quick introduction already, but I believe in this statement that you can't be a master of one, you can be a master of many. And I want to live that as an example, which I'm
Very
trying really hard.
Very nice, very nice. So Hema, you shifted from banking to teaching,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So what inspired this change?
I want to correct you, it's not an inspiration, it was an accident.
Okay.
I stepped into teaching accidentally.
Uh-huh.
I thought this was a career which gives a lot of time, flexibility, and I had just started my family, a nuclear family. So I thought I want to give more time to my daughter.
Okay, okay.
Hence, I thought teaching was a better profession for me.
Okay. So you have trained over 10,000 students.
Yeah.
So what makes teaching so rewarding for you?
As a new profession, initially I didn't know that I would fall in love with it.
Okay.
But as I encounter a new batch of students, it's like encountering a new generation.
Correct, correct.
And then it's more of learning rather than teaching them.
Mhm.
Because I'm just not like a teacher, I'm a guide. I talk to them about my life experiences and then probably trying to fill the gap which I missed as a student.
Correct.
My
correct.
teachers only sat down, taught me lessons and then just left.
Mhm.
But for me, I want them to be prepared for life.
Okay, so what is your extra matlab efforts you are taking to teach your student? Any special method you are using to
I
teach your
talk to
students?
them. I am myself. I don't like behave like typical teachers where you know
Okay.
I'm strict, I'm scolding them and I'm controlling them. I get to their age, I get to their level, I talk to them. And when
Okay.
you give them the comfort, they open up.
Right,
And that's
right,
when
right.
you're able to guide them.
So you will be the favorite of all the
Yes, I am.
students.
Yes, I am indeed.
Very nice, very nice. So you have received various impressive awards. Can you tell us about your awards and for what achievement you have received those awards?
For me, beyond awards is the recognition.
Mhm.
Because when someone is recognizing you just not as a teacher but as a multifaceted personality,
Correct, correct.
that becomes like a crown to you. Okay, so when I actually started teaching, I also thought I could explore many more careers. Like I started talking to people, I became a resource person, and since I come from a banking background, banking also is my expertise. And now that I'm a professor in English, so language is like, it's never outdated. You get to learn and talk, communication and grooming and everything. So it really helped me to add a lot of value to a lot of people with that learning.
Okay, so what is your motivation for that? मतलब awards आपको मिल गया. So did those award again motivated you to do good
Definitely,
work?
definitely. See, when you get recognized, you're happy, and then you feel you want to do more, and that
Correct,
gives
correct.
you like a little kick in life. कि यार, yeah, you want more awards, you want more recognition, and
Correct,
in
correct.
multiple platforms you're invited. So yes, it feels really good.
So Hema, you have excelled in many areas of your life, like literature, education, fashion. You are a fashion model also. So how do you manage all these things? And tell us about each experience of your literature journey, then your education journey, your modeling journey. I am very curious to know about your modeling journey actually.
Okay. So we are all Indians and we like a plate full of meals. So मुझे थोड़ा पापड़ भी चाहिए, pickle भी चाहिए, sweet भी चाहिए. So for me, career has been like that.
Okay.
So learning new things from new professions has been such a takeaway for me because my personality changed
Okay.
after that. So when I started walking the ramp, it was a teacher walking the ramp.
Correct, correct.
So that gave a different, newness to it. And when I go in front of the students as a model, they look at me in a very different way. Okay, all with respect, but then the passion that you have, you live at that moment. As a teacher, I do my work as a teacher.
Correct, correct.
As a model, I do things that I'm supposed to do. As an author, I express myself. And then I think by writing, I try to, spread whatever I think to a lot of people.
Okay.
It's
So
like a way to reach people.
right, right, right. So tell us about more about your books and what and all you have written.
I have co-authored a couple of books for other authors, and then the one which I actually authored independently was a dedication to my best friend who's no more.
Oh.
So she has been my, all round support to my career for everything. So
Mm-hmm.
she is not there with us today, and then I really wanted to express how important she was.
Correct, correct.
Hence, I thought, books will never disappear, and it is going to be in everyone's memory. So I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to just, give it to her, dedicate it to her.
Right. Books are the medium to become immortal.
Yes, yes,
Previous days, में it used to say, people used to say कि if you want to be immortal, write a book.
yes,
Like we have seen Chanakya Nitis also, people are
yes.
following because they have written, we are following. So
Sure, yes.
literature is the way to become immortal. Very correct. And tell us more about your fashion. How many shows you have done? Like CFW where we met.
Yes.
So how was matlab your journey with other models and hitting the ramp
Ram.
walk and other thing?
For the first time when I actually walked the ramp, it was all through auditions.
Okay.
And the best thing I would want to say is like some of my own students were my teachers or mentors
Mm-hmm.
to fashion industry because they said, "Ma'am, you have a style. I think you should try the ramp once." And that's when the audition of Mrs. India World happened.
Okay.
And then I appeared there, and that gave me a lot of confidence
Very nice.
because
Mm-hmm.
when I call it Mrs., then there is no bar as an age
Hmm.
or height
Very
or
true.
your
Mm-hmm.
weight. The only thing you have to wear is your smile and your confidence. And I think that gave me a lot of push into this industry
Mm-hmm.
because I started really started believing in myself and my capacities to be able to walk in front of people.
Very nice. So recently you have done this one Vogue.
Yes.
Vogue. Tell
Yes.
us about that
Vogue
experience.
has been like one of the best takeaways so far
Uh-huh.
because Vogue happened throughout India, and all the rounds that was conducted by the team
Mm-hmm.
was like so transparent.
Mm-hmm.
So I also went through 3 rounds of auditions,
Okay.
and every time I was between my work. Since I
Mm-hmm.
work still in the college,
Mm-hmm.
I had to manage everything between
Correct.
work
Correct. Correct.
also.
Mm.
They were really very accommodating.
Okay.
Plus, whenever they asked us to be ready to perform, we had to be ready.
Correct.
So it put me into a lot of discipline, into a lot of framework where I had to push myself.
Mm-hmm.
I am like half an hour away from their Zoom meetings
Mm.
where all the participants have to be on time, and then I'm between my work. I have to
Mm-hmm.
rush,
Correct.
make sure
Correct.
that I'm reaching on time.
On
So a
time.
lot of things happened. I learned a lot of things. In fact, when I was at Jaipur in Rajasthan, meeting those expertise were like it was like mind blowing. They are so down to earth people.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Very nice. Very nice. So how did your transition into fashion and what did you learn from it? मतलब what is your personal takeaway from all this journey of your fashion and ramp walk and fashion shows?
I want to say, picture abhi baki hai. The journey is not over yet. There's so much more to learn.
Uh-huh.
And I have understood that it's not at all about your, age or how you really,
Correct, correct.
look your body. It's just not that. It's like things are from within, the
Mm-hmm.
confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I think there's a long way to go. I want to still experience bigger stages. I want to go global. I mean, that's on my mind. I'm just wishing that all that happens. And working with you has been a great experience too,
Thank you
because
so much.
I mean, working with people who are into it or who are passionate about it, that gives you an extra edge.
Correct, correct. Thank you so much for that appreciation. Hema, you have worked with experts in fashion and wellness.
Yes.
So, how did they help you in shaping what Hema we are seeing today?
Hmm. They have definitely groomed me. They have spoken to me. They have guided me. They'll give you a route map,
Mm-hmm.
but the journey is yours.
Correct.
Destination is also
Yes.
yours. So they have been able to mold me in a way that it's a learning. You're a learner, so
Mm-hmm.
you need to learn all parameters,
Correct.
and then you learn it the ethical way, which is the most important thing I have learned.
Very true.
Okay, so you don't have to compromise for anything because you have it in you. Then you choose the right opportunities, work with the right people, and so far I think I've worked with some good people
Very
who have
nice.
added a lot of value to my life.
Very nice, very nice. So, Hema, apart from this, I have heard that you have very different hobbies like belly dance and
Yes.
Zumba. So, I am very curious to know about how you got into this one belly dance and how, matlab, that explain that everything to me.
See, belly dance happened because of the contest with Oak.
Okay.
They said you need to show your talent. I'm like, I can cook well in the kitchen, but I can't show it to you on the stage. I can do Zumba, then you will say it's a fitness
Hmm.
dance. You will not. But this was very interesting for me.
Mm-hmm.
When I said belly dance, it's like so much feminine,
Correct.
and I like the feminine energy a lot. So I started understanding more about the culture, the
Mm-hmm.
way it is, the sources from Egypt, and then why it was done, and how it really shaped your body and your belly and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. And I really wanted to do it because I think I want to break all these boundaries of, the classic, the culture. So I think this adapting yourself to a new culture, I think it is so much good for me because I learned their ways. I learned their, their approach. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really nice.
Very nice, very nice. So, how do you manage in your busy life, like hobbies like Zumba and your belly dance?
I don't say anybody is busy in this world. We all have like 24 hours.
Correct,
How well you want to live your 24 hours, I think that matters.
correct, correct.
And for me, I always believe that the energies work. And if you're happy, you can give happy energy to the world. So I do things that keep me happy.
Very nice.
And tapping your feet, listening to music, that keeps my soul happy.
Yeah,
So I really want to keep myself happy. It's like, the formula in math. So my soul is happy, I am happy, I am happy, you're happy, you're
correct,
happy, my
correct.
soul is happy. So it's all
Spread happiness.
energies, yes.
Okay, so Hema, you have given TEDx also.
Mm,
So I just wanted to know from you ki what was it and how it happened. So you are a
yeah.
TEDx speaker, so that is
Mm,
a great achievement
mm.
itself.
See, TEDx happens on different scales.
Mhm.
The main stage is given to the people who are extraordinary achievers. For me, I have been in TEDx Circle, which works for TEDx.
Okay.
So, as a professor, I was invited, and
Mm-hmm.
then since we were working on a sustainable
Ah,
environment,
correct.
that was one of the keys for me to be
Mm-hmm.
a speaker there. So I said, we are human beings and we are the minutest part in the universe. And for us to contribute something to the world is only when we start sustaining what is already given to us.
Correct.
So that was my
Very
talk and that was appreciated. I'm actually yet to hit the big stage. I'm
okay.
looking forward to it.
So you are working with sustainability and
Yes,
gender
yes,
equality
yes.
also. So can you tell us about that?
See, I am associated with some global councils
Mm-hmm.
which work on gender equality and sustainable
Sustainability.
environment.
Mm-hmm.
One is G100, where global 100 women are empowered to work in their surrounding, their immediate vicinity for sustainability.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, there's a organization Wiki,
Mm-hmm.
which is towards commerce and industry.
Okay.
So there also we work on these two aspects. So
Very
it's a
nice.
global platform. So at our capacity and around us, however we can add value, we can do it. And since I'm more with the students, so it becomes easier for me to reach the new generation
Correct. So you are molding new generation towards the sustainability.
to an
Yeah.
extent wherever possible. Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, Hema. So how do you define success?
Success should not be defined because it's a perspective. For me, the three things that's required for life is money, love, purpose. So if
Okay.
these things are balanced, I think you're successful.
Correct. So what is next for you?
A lot of things. I just want to do everything possible before I die because I think COVID has given us a lot of lessons.
Correct.
So it shows us that tomorrow may not be yours.
Yes.
So with that, I think I've seen my close ones leave, and that can happen to us also.
Correct.
So I
Correct.
think before we reach there, it's better to live our life, do all the little things that you want to do. So I have a lot of things to do, a big checklist which never gets over.
So every time you take one, you are adding one.
Having a new one. Okay, and they're also associated. So
Correct.
I'm a traveler. Love to
Travel
travel.
a lot.
And since you're a biker, I still want to go biking.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
definitely. We
yeah,
will go one day.
these are like little things that I really want to do.
Very nice.
But as a career, I'm still looking at exploring myself.
Okay.
See, I'm being a teacher, I've been a banker, I've been a speaker, I anchor shows, I walked ramps, I have written books. Now I think I want to explore something that I haven't
Like?
done yet. Maybe sports, maybe
Okay.
music, maybe I should be able to play an instrument in
Instrument.
few
Oh,
days, few
correct.
months.
Very nice.
Things that I want to experience, I think I still want to do. And as I said, no, the checklist goes on.
Goes on. Correct. So as a teacher, Hema, how do you see today's generation? Because I feel personally, this is my personal opinion. कि a lot of changes are there in new generation regarding their commitment to job
Mm.
or commitment to their studies. So you are in a very better position to decode that actually for me, because I am not able to judge ki why this change is so rapidly happening, because
Mm.
before some days youth were very eager to work with organizations,
Mm.
and being a person from HR,
Mm.
and now having 2 3 companies, I am seeing the difficulty ki I am not getting right talent.
Mm. Mm.
But talented people are there, but
Mm.
they are not coming towards the work zone. So
Okay.
as a teacher, what you see, what is the difference and what will be the reason behind it?
For you, you're telling there is a change in the generation. For me, every batch is a new generation.
Ah,
So it's like they all come with a different background. See, there
correct.
has been a batch which is post-COVID batch.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids have not lived their normal life. They have been working and learning online.
Online, correct.
So once
Very
they
true.
are actually out to the college, they're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a lot of cases of people feeling anxious,
Correct.
they're depressed,
Yes.
they are having no confidence to speak up.
Mm-hmm.
It's they feel socially awkward
Awkward.
and they feel excluded in the society.
Okay.
But these feelings are not natural. They were imposed because of a situation.
COVID.
Yeah,
COVID. Yeah.
definitely. It has had a major downfall.
Okay.
Now, apart from that, the other generations, they are different
Mm-hmm.
because of the pressure at home for studies, or because of the kind of institutions they are attached to, where
Mm-hmm.
pressure builds up with comparison and all
Comparison.
that.
Correct.
That's another area of pressure to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're between so many things, it's not easy for them to feel normal.
Okay.
Like going back to our generation, we didn't have phones.
Yes.
We didn't have anything at a click of a button, like no
Correct.
Swiggy, no Blinkit.
Correct. Very true.
So you want कुछ चाहिए किसी
बाहर
को,
जाके लेके आओ.
बाहर भी नहीं, आंटी से लेके आओ.
हाँ,
So
वो भी एक कल्चर था.
when you get
Yes.
out of your house, you know who your neighbor is.
Correct. Correct.
आंटी के
Very true.
पास जाओ, she will give you sweet to eat. You had some social life.
Correct. Correct.
That is not happening.
Very true.
Now we are all on our own. There's a
Hmm.
nuclear family, and I think that is causing major problem than anything else. The
Okay.
joint family funda has to come back,
Okay.
because you will experience the older people in the family who care for you.
Correct.
You have strict parents who will also
Mm-hmm.
care for you,
Correct.
and then you have the siblings where you're bonding, and then you have so many people, so many occasions, so many moods, and that doesn't make you feel lonely.
Correct.
Kids who are feeling lonely are feeling socially awkward,
Mm-hmm.
they're not able to perform, and then they want everything like a blanket in their life. That's impacted a lot. It's like the entire chain of
Chain.
our lifestyle.
Correct. Correct. So it has impacted after COVID a lot.
A lot.
So people are become isolated.
Yes.
Mm. So Hema, can you tell us ki what advice would you give to young women seeking to make differences in their own life?
I don't want to call it young or old.
Okay.
Women or anybody in general, I think we should start owning our life.
Mm-hmm.
What I have learned from my life backwards is that you have to own your life. You should have no regrets. You should not have any compromises.
Mm-hmm.
And having that feeling of, have I lived enough? The doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I always look at this one scenario. No, I'm about to die, and I ask myself, have I done enough? Have I lived enough? And what's my answer going to be like? So I think that's one thing we all should look back and start living. Like go back and then start from there. I think that's how I
Correct,
look at
correct.
it. So for women or for men, I think to be happy is the key. To be peaceful is the next thing. And then other things fall in place. If you're not happy or peaceful, no matter how big you're placed in a company, or how fat your bank balance is, you're not going to be happy.
Correct, correct. Very true. So nowadays, self-satisfaction is more important.
Yes.
You have to honest and satisfaction factor should be there with you. Correct,
And
very true.
adapting yourself to spirituality, I think that is
That is
a bigger consciousness.
very true. Very
It's
true.
like the inner engineering, what they call it,
Correct, correct.
nowadays. So I think that's so important, because I believe in this Stoic philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
These are followed by the Greeks and the Romans. So I am a Hindu by birth. I studied in a convent, so I have a lot of Christianity influenced to me. But all the religions and cultures, they just teach you to be good, do good, and do it at the best level possible,
Correct.
and to live a life of virtue.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that builds your character. And what I see missing to some extent in this generation, what you said, the new set of
Mm-hmm.
people, is they lack that. The exposure to too much media, too much confusion between attitudes, how to live a life.
Correct.
Somebody says I'm an introvert, somebody says I'm an extrovert, someone says I'm an ambivert. Who is giving them the category?
Ah,
You can be whatever you wish to be.
correct, correct.
Right. So they start defining themselves. When you start defining yourself, you become like a frog in the well.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to go swim in the ocean.
Very true.
Find out for yourself what is that you can be.
Very
And
true.
I think that's where your personality starts building.
Yes, but it is very important to cultivate these thoughts in younger minds actually. So
Yes.
what you are doing, that is really a good job
Hmm.
to teach people or your
Yes.
student from this angle. Very nice
Yes.
it is. So Hema, I would like to thank you
Thank you so
for
much.
coming on our show, and you have educated us on the new young generation mind, how they are going under pressure,
Hmm.
and what is their environment, and how people has to take care of their young minds.
Hmm.
So we have learned a lot of things from Hema Namashivaya, and I really thank you from Fashion Code and Editor Talks for coming on our show. Thank you so much,
Thank
Hema.
you so much. It has been such a pleasure to me. Every time I meet you or work around you, it feels really very positive.
Thank you so much.
And I think more people like you should be able to add more value to the society. It's the
Definitely.
need of the hour.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you
Definitely,
so
we will
much.
do that work together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
So,
so much.
thank you so much, viewers, for watching this show. And please follow Hema Namashivaya. We will give the description of her Instagram ID below. So, keep in touch. All the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.